This video is a sneak peek into a consulting call we had with a media buyer running through strategies for scaling campaigns in the info product space. This specifically, they had a 20K budget for a challenge funnel in the trading BizOp niche. And we went through things like structuring campaigns, how to audit campaigns, some of the basics behind media buying methodology. A lot of media buyers will tell you crap or try to sell you that they're the best media buyer. In reality, there are some key principles you need to understand when making decisions. And then lastly, and I think the most important part of this entire video, is how to actually diagnose the problem that you need to solve as an advertiser, as a media buyer, as a marketer. If you guys like content like this, subscribe, drop a comment, like the video. If you want to learn more about what it's like working with us, you want to get help on a consulting basis, or you want to just learn more about what it's like if we actually do the work for you, there's going to be a link below where you can book a call with myself or a member of my team. We'll be able to dive into your current situation, see what the best fit is for you. Let me know if this helps. If you want more content like this, again, comment below. And without further ado, here we go.
Much with these. I just want to get an extra layer from the ads, but I have like a 20K budget, so it's like no better way for me to test how
Yeah,
to run ads.
that's how I got started. This guy was like, nah, dude, fuck a media buyer. You figure it out.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, it's not that confusing. It's just like more so like I don't know, there's just like nitty-gritty stuff I don't really understand.
Yeah, isn't it? And then
Um,
there's money on the line. You just want to be a little careful.
yeah, I guess just for some context, in terms of I guess like the marketing efforts, like everything's basically going to be organic, but we do have like 20K to spend on ads. And right now, the way I have it set up, I guess I could just show you, is just to start off, I've been running the campaign for like 5 days now, I think. But it is just a CBO at $500 a day. And the only audience I have, like I just have one ad set, and the only audience is a warm audience. Like when I was talking to like, we're getting consulted by this guy who's like really big. He's not really doing that much, but like he's just consulting us every week. And he basically told me majority of our money is going to go to the warm audience, just mainly all like retargeting kind of. But he said like we want to obviously like allocate like 20% maybe or like a certain amount of the budget to like cold audiences to test those as well. I just really just started out with warm audiences so I can test the creative. And I wouldn't even specifically call it warm. It's really just like Instagram engagers and website visitors, but I guess you could call that warm.
What's the funnel? Have you done the math on it? Have you like modeled it out? Like what's expected cost per lead? Is it a paid front end? Are there upsells? Like,
It's a complete ours is completely free. In terms of like CPL, I was aiming for like Meta kind of gave me an improper CPL and I didn't run the ads last time. Last time he spent 5K at a 1235 CPL, but like when I look in ClickFunnels, we didn't actually have 400 leads. It's like I think it was like an $18 CPL. I think ClickFunnels is a little more accurate than the Ads Manager shows me, but I could be wrong. But I do think it was like an $18 CPL. So I guess that, I mean, obviously a little lower than that would be the target. But like, I'd say, I don't really, I believe like for like 10 to $15 is like the target CPL. But what he was kind of telling me and what I think is like true, I guess, is like, I'm not really too focused on, obviously I want cheap CPL, but I'm more focused on the quality of people I'm bringing in rather
Mhm.
than like the cheapest click.
Have you
Um,
modeled it though?
yeah, so I guess I could show you what I have. Like I've never even really done financially like for ads is a different ball game. It really teaches you how to actually
It's a
properly
real business now.
yeah, yeah, exactly. Basically, yeah, the only thing I mean the only yeah, I've kind of have it like this. It's mainly all organic, but like for ads like our stretch, I wouldn't even call it a stretch. I don't know why it's like that. I'd say our stretch is like a I don't know, like $13 CPL maybe. Our goal is probably like same CPL as last time, maybe a little lower of like $18. And then the floor, I'd say, is like we wouldn't want to go above 20. I don't know if I financial modeled that correctly, but just changing those numbers just kind of shows you everything else. And the way I did this was like the goal and floor scenarios, I used the exact metrics from the last event we ran. And in the floor, the only thing I changed was doubling the amount of registrants because like last time we only did a 10-day promo. We were just testing it out. We didn't really
Yeah.
push it hard. So this is the same exact metrics as the last event, just with a higher amount of registrants. This is the same exact metrics as the last event with a higher amount of registrants, except we increased the CVR from 3.84 to 5%. And then this one is just more leads and a 5% conversion rate. So really our biggest changes that I think we're gonna have from the last challenge is like our show rate was pretty solid. We had like 40% show rate. And I think like the biggest two changes I think we want to make obviously are just the amount of registrants and the conversion rate, which is like easier said than done.
Is this a paid model or is this everything? Is this
This is
blended?
everything. It is everything
Oh,
blended.
okay. Got it. Your show rate's gonna dip.
Yeah.
Your show rate's gonna dip. So if you're modeling this off organic, it's gonna like if I do organic and I do paid for a webinar, let's say I get a 45% show rate. If I extract paid data, it's like 25.
Yeah.
So that's the one thing I would be careful of here because if you really this is like the foundation before everything else, but if you're modeling off a blend,
Yeah. I'm
it
just
doesn't
modeling off
serve you.
because last time it was, yeah, I guess our tracking wasn't really just set up that well last time, but like I'm just modeling it basically
Yeah.
based off of all the numbers from last time, and last time's numbers were all a blend as well.
Yeah. I mean, as long as it works, like this is fine. I think because it's predominantly organic, it's not, I wouldn't be overly stressed about it, but I would just keep that in mind going forward because
Yeah.
that everything is based off of this.
Yeah.
Every single decision is based off this model. Because then what you'll do is you'll just track where you're actually sitting at currently,
Yeah.
obviously on the front end, and then make changes based on that.
Yeah.
But okay. And then do you have, is mid-ticket, is that in the funnel or is that,
That's so the way ours is, it's a completely free challenge. Then on the challenge, we're gonna sell a 15 to 100 to 2K, probably $1,500 offer.
okay. What questions did you have for me then? Because I mean, what I'm looking at
So
seems like you
yeah.
got it all there. I'm curious.
Yeah, so I guess that for you in the webinars you've ran, like what do you think a target CPL should be?
Depends, really depends. So like for real estate investors looking to get started investing in hotels, I got a $50 CPL on a webinar. For
Yeah.
Amazon BizOp, 15 bucks.
Yeah.
And I tell clients this all the time. It's like I'll give you what I think it's going to be, but at the end of the day, you're paying for the data to then know.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I think what is good is you have a historical campaign you can reference, but that would be what I would look for. The only thing I want to make sure is do you have cost caps on with this?
No, I don't. I don't even know what that
Okay.
is.
Okay, so open up I think it's in the ad at the ad set level. It might be at the campaign level. Let's just go to edit. Yeah. Cost per result goal. You want to set that to where you want it to sit.
Gotcha. And that'll just like optimize for that.
It'll optimize. Think of it like I hate it. I did my Mac and I can't screen share my iPad anymore. Think of the market like this. You got a top what people are gonna spend maximum. You got what people at minimum are gonna spend. So like your lower costs are here, your higher costs are here. Your cost per result goal is the through line to which you want the results to sit at. So it won't get these people that are up in the outlier, but it'll grab leads that are a little bit more expensive. It'll grab leads that are a little bit less expensive to try to
Yeah.
keep you at that goal so that you don't wake up one morning and you spent $500 for a $100 lead.
Yeah.
And the way Andromeda has changed the platforms, this is like mandatory.
Gotcha.
So I would just
So
make sure you're doing
yeah.
that.
So I guess that in terms of choosing that number, would I just go lower than anything? Because like I last it shows $12 CPL from the last campaign, but I'm pretty sure it's inaccurate. And I think it's like $18, but like would you just say set it lower? So like set it at maybe like $15 or like $12, $13. Would
Yeah,
that like does that number
how many days do you have before you go live?
20?
Yeah, so I'd start at 15 and I would just watch it.
Yeah.
Because like
And what would it, yeah. Well, I guess
Facebook
what
will
would you, sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you.
all good.
What would it like how as I see the data, like what am I looking for to tell if I should change it?
Just look at how much is being spent
Gotcha.
because the goal will limit spend. So like there'll be some days where I got a cost cap on and we'll spend like 200 bucks on a campaign that's supposed to spend 1,000 a day because it just can't find people that will pay what we want for. Because all Facebook is it's like an auction. You're just bidding on
Yeah.
things.
Yeah.
So it's, if people are just like throwing money at shit and they can pay more than you, then you won't spend. So really all you're watching for is like if you want to spend 1,000 a day, but you're only spending 200 and it's consistent for like 2 or 3 days, then you should pull it up a little bit,
Ciao.
right? And you're just watching it until you're spending where you want to spend and you're getting the result goal you want, or it
Yeah.
stabilizes.
Gotcha. All right. Yeah, no, that makes sense. I guess aside from that, so all these ads, I didn't even script these actually. My client just had these from our last challenge. There's like extra ads, and we ran a couple from the last challenge. Basically, I just found like the most common pain points, like actual pain points people had, or like and just like reasons they would come to the event, and I just made 15 ads around that. So like I don't know if there's a specific way you go about scripting ads, but I don't know. I just kind of like threw it together. Yeah, they're all based around a different reason to get someone to register.
And top to bottom, they're unique. Like it's not like a hook body swap thing.
Yeah, no, I guess like yeah, like every like some of the or some of the CTAs are like not the exact same, but like they're worded all very similarly, but like
Yeah.
they're all
Unique.
unique to whatever ad it is.
Okay. Yeah, I would just increase the volume you've got because you said you're pulling this all from sales calls.
Yeah, like the data.
The angles you're pulling from sales calls.
I'm pulling from sales calls. I'm pulling from like we have like there's this cloud extension that I did and I went on my client's Discord and I just basically had it scrape through it all and see what people were struggling with. I also did it with our event like right now, like we everyone that registers, we have them we try to get them to do a lead survey and like I have like 300 responses from that, and basically it has like three questions that are like, what are your biggest struggles right now? What's your dream state? Like, what's your, desired state? And then what are you hoping you get out of the event? And I'm using that as well.
Okay. That all sounds good. The only concept I would push, and this is something I think trading it's a lot easier for, but I got coaching on this a couple weeks ago, is think about your market. So like don't just think about the angles you're seeing, but also think about am I marketing to people that have high intent and already know they want to buy and know they want something about trading, or am I marketing to people that have no idea what trading is?
Yeah.
Because the further up you go, your costs will drop,
But
your
the quality will
quality
be
will
worse.
also
Yeah.
drop. But it's a healthy balance of doing the two things.
So kind of you think like, because right now I'd say like mainly the mix, it's mainly just targeting people who know trading somewhat. Like some majority of the angles are targeting like unprofitable, struggling traders. And then some angles, like maybe a couple are like I think like two are like people who have are like paper trading or maybe just starting out, but there's still like a little aware trading, but there's not really any I guess I have that are like trying to bring someone into trading.
What's
Or
the
like very
topic of it?
topic of what?
The challenge? Like what's the funnel? If you just want to show me the option.
Yeah, I could, yeah. Basically, and that's actually another thing I want to talk about. So on on paid right now, the opt-in rate's really bad. Organic, it's like 37%. This is the funnel. It's like in
I
three
can tell
days.
you
Basically the
why.
whole, yeah.
Yeah, I
Well,
know what it's about.
it is yeah.
I'll hand you a simple system and show you how to execute it step by execute what.
Yeah.
You know what I
Sure.
mean? Like it's just a
Yeah.
super simple. And is that the whole page? Is there anything below it? Is this what you ran last time, or did you make this?
Last time last time it was like pretty similar. Let me find it. The last time when we ran ads, we had no VSL on the page and it was like pretty similar. This is the funnel from last time. We had a way better opt-in rate. Let me see. So the opt-in rate from last time was this is the page from last time. It's just 3-day live event. Learn how to become a consistently profitable trader in a 72-hour sprint. I'll give you my 6 years of trading knowledge in a free 3-day live event. And then it's just like a summary of the days. And that was basically it.
Well, how big is the difference in the opt-in rates?
This is 19.7%. The current one's really bad. It's
Because that's going to drop your costs.
yeah, that's probably the biggest thing I need to focus on right now. The CPLs aren't that like not that bad, but I think like with the opt-in rates probably the biggest lever I could pull right now. Let's
I,
see.
I couldn't agree more.
So we technically do have two funnels. Like this one is a let me see. Or I had a different funnel running and I changed it. So 11.74% on this on or I guess 11 point it's
Yeah.
basically like 11% because both of them are like that. Yeah, it's basically 11%.
Yeah, I would, and pull up the funnel you got currently. What's the play rate on the VSL?
Bro, that is another thing. Like I found all this shit out last night. I was looking at all this. The play rate on the VSL is like it's really bad. And I just also changed it so there's like it separates between paid and organic before I just had one VSL.
Yeah.
So it was combining. So like I just changed that last night. So I guess this one would be have a little bit more data. It's like 23%,
Okay.
which is I don't know the benchmark I should be looking for with
That's
that.
not bad, honestly. Did
Yeah,
you go
so
to the, that's on the front end?
Yeah, this is like organic. This mixed in the paid. I just last night realized I should probably
Uh,
separate them.
it's also
Um,
a minute, so that's probably.
like yeah, because
No,
this
that
one only has
looks.
12 plays right now because I switched it last night.
Can you play it? Can I watch it?
Yeah.
Yeah, just scroll down on the transcript. I'm just reading that shit. Yeah, so it's fine. There's really it's the first like 5 minutes, or not even. I mean, in this case, not 5 minutes, but the first like 30 seconds I'd watch. Again, if you go to the top of that transcript, just like scroll up on that little sidebar. So this is the biggest gap I see with the funnel is there's no mention of trading immediately. So
Just
like
assuming that they know.
yeah, you assume they know what trading, which you can get away with on organic, but you assume they know what trading is, and then you say you feel like you're not trading. But then you kind of go, what do you mean you feel like, am I supposed to be here? And you start questioning what's going on. I think this is fine. I would just leave it. It's the headline that I would be changing to
Yeah.
immediately bring in, immediately I know what I'm getting when I click on it, if that makes sense.
Just like something a little bit more, where the hell is it? A little bit more specific to like, yeah, just like sell, especially sell them on like actually clicking play. Cause like that, the VSL kind of does all the selling. I think the biggest issue, cause it was worse last night. I think it just changed a lot. Like last night when I was checking it, we had like, all right, yeah, the wait, it just changed again. Like it was,
You clicked on two of them. So I don't know if this is like an old one or if the other one I was watching was the confirm page.
this one we just watched. So this is the thank you page, the VSL for the
Okay,
actual
yeah, yeah.
page. Yeah,
That's
it has a
the first one you clicked on. Even 13
points.
though, that's not like you can get it up, but that's
Yeah.
more copy on the page. Also
Yeah.
the thumbnail. Can you go back to the lander? Okay, go back to Wistia. Go back so you can edit it. Oop, thumbnail, do video. You'll get an immediate increase in your play rate. Just make sure that it doesn't shoot the load time in the foot. Immediate
Yeah, wait, I
increase.
didn't even know that was a thing. It's pretty clutch.
Right.
Yeah. So, yeah, no, that is very clutch. Because I was just about to get Vitalytics just to do that.
Wistia is my holy grail.
So, so you'd say first things first, like biggest change I could probably make right now is really just like change fixing the headline.
Yeah, so
Because yeah, I understand what you're saying. Like they don't know it's really about trading. And I guess we made it because we knew that all the people we're bringing in are mainly like traders,
yeah.
who are kind of already like trading. First thing is really just making sure it like aligns with like whoever gets there. It's just like make them understand what they're even seeing and sell the click. So aside from that, in terms of like the campaign, so like I had these three, I was just running, I didn't, so like this is the thing, right? So like first things first, the way I was doing it was like my target CPL, I'd let each ad spend 3x that and then
Yep.
yeah, that's correct. So like yeah, so I cut these. I have these ones that are doing a lot better. One of them was doing like they're all like kind of going to like where I want them to be. I'd say like I maybe could cut like two or three of them. But in terms of these, so I'm gonna run more ads. So I guess we have seven, we've tested 10 ads. We have seven running right now. And I was planning to, I basically scripted 15 new ads. How many do you think we really need to test? Or like how many do you think I should be testing with 20 days left? Because
I
like
typically run 20 ads in an ad set, 20 to 30 ads in an ad set every time.
yeah.
And probably a third to two-thirds of them won't get any spend. But you
Yeah.
just like historically that's what I've seen perform best. But that's what I would do. And then you just like you're doing, kill them based on 3x. But I would just increase the volume you're putting in there because again, you'll find one will just start dominating the spend and you'll get a much lower cost. I think the other thing too is if you're above. So like let's say one gets to 30 and it's producing, but it's not like the best. I wouldn't necessarily kill it.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what I just did with one of them. Like I think this one was at like 35 this morning and it's gotten down to like 24
Yeah.
already.
So typically I operate off the 3x and then the 72-hour rule. So always wait 72 hours before making any decisions because just like what you saw, you can jump the gun.
Yeah. So I guess my other question is, so the only other ads I know we'll be making, I just made new ones and then 10 days to the challenge with the challenge left, we're just gonna run like we're gonna throw up static image ads. There are
Hmm.
just like 10 days left, 9 days left, 8 days left. And then aside from that, so I guess in terms of scaling the budget, like right now I've kept it at $500 a day. I guess my question is, when do I know to scale the budget? I guess is it just like whenever I hit my target CPL? And then on top of that, when do I know to test out another audience or open another abs or like maybe go from CBO to ABO?
Yeah, so don't overcomplicate it.
Yeah.
Every media buyer is going to tell you something differently. So
Yeah.
like to some degree, all media buyers are salespeople, so they're going to try to do some type of sale to get you to believe that they're the best media buyer that exists. It's
Yeah.
all very common sense at the end of the day. There are like small technical things like bid caps and ads per ad set that they may bias towards. Bid caps are like mandatory in my opinion, but some things are going to be like for me, 20 ads in an ad set, that's just what I've seen perform best. I don't know for the account, right? And so the approach I would take is just testing. So everything is just testing.
Yeah.
In terms of knowing when to scale, typically I'll increase budgets by like 10 to 30% a day, right? And I'll just understand like with 5 days left, I need to be at 2K a day in spend or whatever that math is over the long term. This is the goal of what I need to be spending on that specific day, and then I will ramp in accordance with it. What you'll notice, depending, is certain ads can only spend so much. So this I'm ripping right from, but I think of every angle as only having so many people inside of it,
Yeah.
and it refills on a daily basis. If I try to spend more than I take, if that makes sense, is not the best
Yeah.
articulation.
Yeah.
But if I try to do that, the campaign will blow up.
Yeah.
And so you're really just looking for ceilings. Soon as you hit the ceiling, take the campaign, put it to the side, just launch a new one, and then
That's
just
like a launching a whole entire new campaign.
yep, and then just take that angle out of the new one,
Gotcha.
and then you just push up to see where you can cap, right? Because some you can only spend 100 a day, some you could spend 2K a day, no
Yeah.
problem. So it's just you're looking for that, and then you're creating what are called foundational campaigns where you just put them to the side.
Yeah.
And then
So,
those
yeah.
will take
Yeah.
in place with the same message. But it's like a very
Yes.
simple,
So like if I noticed this one at a certain point was just like couldn't really handle anymore and was spending too much and wasn't getting enough leads, I guess, like it was rising too much, I would just duplicate this campaign, take that ad out.
yeah, exactly. And then you leave it where it's at.
Gotcha.
Yeah, that's what I would do. One thing I would test is when you do make a new campaign, use all unique ads, but still have the same messages.
Yeah.
So you don't want to, and this is something I'm actively testing, so I can't say it with confidence. You don't want to have two ad sets with 25 ads per and 23 are the same
Yeah.
because you just cannibalize them. So when you launch new, just have new ads. So I always have clients have backfills or backlogs. Like every client has like 20 to 30 ads that I'm just waiting to launch.
Yeah. Wait, so you're saying if I do duplicate this campaign, I can't run these same ads again?
You can test it. Again, I won't
I
tell
should
you.
like if I were to duplicate this campaign, like with those, I should just basically throw those 15 new ads in there
Yeah.
and didn't just leave this, and I would just keep leaving this campaign running.
Yes, exactly.
Gotcha.
And then that one starts to shit the bed, you just replace what was working. So like
Gotcha.
I heard Hormozy say this. I'm again testing this one out, but it's literally same script, different backdrop.
Like when I duplicate it.
Yeah, so if you put one to the side and you notice like your frequency goes up and like the ad is starting to die out, you just take the exact same script and say, "Yo, bro, go film this in a different setting. Wear something different."
Yeah.
And then you just replace it with that.
Gotcha. Gotcha. Okay, and then in terms of so then like right now, right? I've been running this ad since February 26th. It's been like 5 days, I think, like 6 days, 5 days. So I guess like right now I've just kept it at $500 a day, spent 1,700, like $1,800. And we have 20 days left, and I basically have like 18K left to spend. How would should I have already scaled this
You got
or
18K
increased the
and
spend?
you're at 18K in spend left.
I'm at 1,800 and spend 18K left, 20
Yeah.
days.
Whatever the math is, I also wouldn't jump the gun. So I would use this as an opportunity to figure out what works. So like with webinars, because I haven't run a challenge with webinars, I'll aggressively ramp spend leading up to it. So like days 1, 2, I won't spend a ton. I'll figure out what works. Days 3 and 4, I start to really crank up spend so that by day 5, I may spend half my budget in a day. Because again, you want to also the more you spend closer to the event, the higher your show rates are going to be.
Yeah.
So it's just thinking through that logic. Again, there's no like set rule,
Yeah.
but I would just use this as an opportunity to see what's working and figure out the funnel.
Yeah.
Because 500 a day is
So,
more than
yeah.
enough.
Yeah. So then I guess on top of that, would you suggest I just stick with this warm audience for right now, or like, how do I know when to like if this is like working, I decide okay, we can scale this. Should I just keep it scaling it to the warm audience, or should I open it to another audience?
I wouldn't overcomplicate it. If it works, try to spend as much as you can,
Yeah,
right? Whereas like
yeah,
once it stops working, then pull back and see what I can now test.
gotcha.
But if this is performing well, like, all right, if I can get this fucker to 5K a day, I'm gonna do it.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? I think that's the if there's one takeaway you have from this, it's don't. There are certain like little technical things, just shoot me a text and ask. But generally speaking, media buying is very, very straightforward. It's just understand like if you've ever read like any marketing book about audience awareness and copywriting, it's the same thing. It just adds a bunch of fancy numbers that you got to look at to know when to make the changes.
yeah.
But at the end of the day, it's all don't overcomplicate it.
For right now, you suggest I just kind of keep testing this, fix the opt-in rate first, and like don't unless like I guess when would you know to like maybe even test another audience? Because I know like we wanted to test a little bit of the budget on cold, like more like broad targeting, just because that way we can know like I don't know, we could just get some data back for the next time to know like, okay, should we actually spend money on this or not?
I treat it like you treat any business, right? So like 70% of your day should be spent on shit you know is going to make money.
Yeah.
Then I might put like 20% of it into a bet that I is probable to pay out, but I'm not 100% certain on. And then like 10% of my time I might put into like these crazy fucking gambles.
Yeah.
So just think about it the same way. Like if I want to test cold, still keep 70% of my spend in what's already working.
Yeah.
And then if cold performs better, then I just flip it. Or I
Yeah.
can scale into cold more, right? So
Yeah.
it's relatively again, just keep it super simple in the way you approach it. And if you want data, like that's the other thing. All you're doing with paid ads is you're just buying data. So if you want the data, just pay for it, right? There's not
Yeah.
necessarily a right or the wrong. It's giving you the baseline to then make the decision from.
Yeah. Yeah, it makes sense. So then I guess if I do decide like basically right now, if I do decide to scale, then I would just basically ramp up spend on this. And then if I get to that point, kind of where you said like do like hand off like one of these like campaigns to the side and launch a new one, then I would just basically do the same thing and just run a CBO again with the same audience.
Yeah.
And then I guess when do you, if I were to test a new audience, let's say the warm's working really well and I just want to open it up to broad to see, would you keep it as a CBO with another ads, just a duplicate ad set with a different audience, or would it be an
Yeah.
ABO then?
No, I would just run broad. I'd just launch a broad thing in there
Gotcha.
and let it go. Again, it's really up to you. I wouldn't overcomplicate it. It's just how much do I want to force spend through a certain thing?
Gotcha.
Right? Do I want to rely on Facebook 100% or do I want to force spend? Like when I first started media buying, client again, my client was kind of telling me how to do it, so we did a complete retard take and we do one ad per ad set ABO. So we had like 30 ad sets in a campaign. And it worked, but we were just forcing spend through all of these ads, whereas trusting Facebook to make that decision. That's really again,
Yeah, it's the only
it's almost
difference.
yeah, it's like a faith thing. How much faith do I have?
Yeah, because like I noticed before he did it in like where he had an ABO with each ad having its own individual ads. I just went ahead did a CBO.
Yeah, it's really again, it's all just test. You know,
Yeah.
if you are like, fuck, let's see how ABO performs, just test it.
Yeah.
Because every account,
Yeah, no, that makes sense. All right, well, I guess really all I wanted to cover. So I guess this is my only question. I know you said like spending's kind of just like how you see it, like when you feel is right. I guess when for like right now with the numbers I'm looking at, when would you say is the deciding factor I should at least ramp it up by like 10 or 20% in like the next couple of days?
because you need what? You need to spend 1,000 a day to hit your 20K budget.
Yeah, basically over the
Yeah.
next 20 days. And like when we
Yeah.
get closer, it'll probably be like high.
I might just do 5% bumps every day and then
Yeah.
see where I end up. Like again,
Yeah.
because I don't want you to blow. I don't want you to start spending money with 2 weeks to go.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
then not have enough by like the last 10 days, which is most important.
Exactly. And you've just been doing 1,000, your show rate's just gonna shit the bed. Not shit
Yeah.
the bed, but it won't be as good as it
That's
could be.
good.
Whereas
Yeah.
like if you can figure out a way to push this up to be at like realistically 2.5K a day in spend by the time of the webinar, or challenge, I think that's a good spot. So
Yeah.
like I would figure out this is where you need like a spreadsheet and math, but I would just look at how much budget do I have? And if I want my show rate to be as high as possible, in what days do I need to spend all of my money? Or how many days do I need to spend most of my money reasonably without just like trying to go from 1,000 a day to 5K a day in a day?
Yeah.
So if you can map that ramp, that'll tell you how to make the decisions. And then as you
Got
spend
you.
more, you can gamble more.
Got you. Well, honestly, I guess that was really all I wanted to talk about. And like, I guess like, yeah, you're right. Like my big, because even like in a course I watched, like the guy was like, every media buyer is different. And like, it's the whole point of media buying. There's no like specific, like even in the course I watched, he was like, I can't just tell you a specific way to do this in a course module. Like, there's a lot of nuances.
Yeah,
But I just gotta, yeah, I guess you're right. Just don't overcomplicate it. It is pretty simple. I just think there's some small stuff I wanted to look at. But I guess like my biggest thing is probably just if I can even just double the opt-in rate or even like
exactly.
1.5 exit, that'll, help us out a
Exactly.
lot.
So you want to, I think the one thing that you want to be doing, and you kind of have it with the financial models, just look for the actual bottleneck.
Yeah.
And then that's what you solve for. So
Yeah.
like when you're media buying, if everything looks good downstream, but you have $200 CPMs, see if you can half it,
Yeah.
right? But if show rate's going to be, again, this is more like with a call funnel, but if show rate's a problem, you got to solve that and leave everything
Yeah.
else. So it's that, and then it's just one variable at a time.
Yeah.
Don't go changing like six different things because then you don't know where you fucked up
Yeah.
or you
And I
don't know
guess
what
we'll
you did
just
right.
would $26 CPM be good?
Yeah, I would kill for
Yeah.
that, dude.
Gotcha.
I got some campaigns where I'm running at like 250.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But again, it
All
just
right. Well, yeah, and I guess it just like would it be more expensive when you're targeting? I guess is it cheaper also that I'm targeting like warm audiences?
yeah, it's gonna be. You'll see a significant difference.
Gotcha. Well, cool. That was really all I wanted to go over. I really appreciate your help.
Yeah, for sure, bro. It's fun to walk people through not blowing a fuck ton of money like I did.
Yeah, honestly, ads is way more fun too. It makes info way more fun.
Yeah,
Like it's kind of
it's a
it's yeah,
machine.
yeah, exactly. Like I actually enjoy media buying and
Yeah.
like being in here.
Yeah, you'll have to let me know how it goes, bro. I'm stoked to hear it.
Yeah,
If you have any questions,
yeah.
continue to
I'll
do
let you
this.
know.
Just let me know.
All right,
Yeah,
well, bro, it's nice talking to you.
just I've heard are one hell of a ride.
Yeah, definitely are. I'll let you know how it goes. I'll see you.